Manchester United fans, we simply cannot continue like this anymore. We have suffered enough embarrassment. Last season teams humiliated us home and away, teams did league doubles over us like it was nothing, and one club that has been punishing us back-to-back is the team we face next, Newcastle United. This team has beaten us 5 times in our last 6 meetings. They have destroyed us repeatedly, and the one that hurts the most was last season. They demolished us 4-1 at St James's Park, they beat us 2-0 at Old Trafford, and the season before that they came to Old Trafford and beat us 3-0 again. And now, we are about to host them again. If this doesn't hurt you, it hurts me deeply, because we have gone through hell. Last season everywhere we went, home or away, teams just dealt with us. This season we tried to get revenge on some of these teams, but instead we kept dropping points. Nottingham Forest did a double over us last season. This season we drew them after leading. Tottenham beat us 4 times last season. This season we drew them after leading. Bournemouth the same thing. West Ham the same thing. The only teams we truly got revenge against were Brighton, Wolves, and Liverpool. The rest we still dropped crucial points to. But now, if there is any game we absolutely must win, it is this one. We cannot lose back-to-back games, and we cannot draw this match because that would make it 3 games in a row without a win, and it's not like we are playing Liverpool, Arsenal, City, or Chelsea. These are games we should be winning, yet somehow we keep losing or drawing. Yes, I know our squad is limited right now, but that is exactly why this video is important. Today, we are going to build the best formation, the best lineup, and the best tactics to beat Newcastle at Old Trafford. Stay with me, watch till the end, and tell me what you think about the lineup, and drop your preferred formation in the comments. But before we start, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Now, let's get straight into business. We are going to be using a 4-4-2 formation, and with the squad we have right now, I honestly believe this is the smartest setup we can use against Newcastle. It's the same formation we used against Bournemouth, and I think it will be absolutely key in today's game. One of the biggest reasons is simple: I don't want us to play Leinere Euro. Playing with a back 3 almost forces us to use him because we don't really have options there, and right now he needs time, patience, and space to grow, and he can come in from the bench. Throwing him straight into a high-pressure game like this, against a Newcastle team that plays fast, physical, aggressive football, is just too risky. On top of that, we don't have a lot of attacking threat at the moment, with key players out due to AFCON and injuries, so a 4-4-2 gives us better balance. Later on, when we get into tactics, I'll explain exactly why this shape makes sense. So at the back, we go with Lamans. Yes, he has conceded more goals than Onana in his first 11 games for Manchester United, but let me be honest, I can't really blame him. Of course he makes mistakes, and I won't pretend he's perfect, but he's still young and he needs more coaching and experience. For his age, he is actually doing well. There have been moments where he has genuinely saved us in games, but the real issues are coming from the midfield and the defense in front of him. The last match is the perfect example of that. We conceded goals because of defensive errors. We moved to the defense line, and at right back I'm sticking with Dalot, because in his recent games he has really stepped up, not just going forward like we've seen when he plays as a wing-back, but now he has to balance both sides of his game. In this match he'll be playing strictly as a fullback, which means he must defend, track runners, and still find the right moments to push forward, because he's practically our only natural wide option on that side. On the left-back position I'm choosing Dorgu again. In his last game he delivered so many dangerous crosses and was a constant threat against Aston Villa, and we need exactly that kind of presence. But at the same time, he has to stay switched on defensively, because Newcastle's wingers, Gordon and Elanga, are quick, direct, and deadly on counters, so one mistake and they're gone. For the left centre-back role, I'm going with Luke Shaw. This game will demand a lot from him physically and mentally, especially dealing with a tall striker and the aerial battles, and honestly this is the type of match Leinere Euro should normally play, but right now he is not in form at all and we can't risk that. Our main centre-backs like Maguire and De Ligt are injured, and these games are usually perfect for them, but like the coach said, we simply go with what we have available. Then at right centre-back I'm choosing Heaven because he has been really solid, winning duels, making important recovery runs, and distributing the ball well. His only issue has been the lack of connection with Euro, and that's why pairing him with someone more experienced like Shaw makes sense. They can balance each other perfectly in terms of height, pace, and decision-making. Now we move over to the midfield, and honestly, this is exactly where the entire battle will be won or lost. We are facing a Newcastle midfield that is absolutely packed with strength, packed with energy, packed with pure physicality, and if we are not ready, they will overpower us. So we have to match that intensity. Let's start with the central midfielders. On the left side, I'm going with Casemiro. He has to be the real leader of today's game. He needs to bring his experience, his calmness on the ball, his accurate long passes, his creativity, and of course his defensive awareness. Beside him, on the right central midfield position, he will be paired with Lisandro Martinez, and both of them together can give us leadership, discipline, energy, and aggression in that midfield, while also helping us control the tempo with good passing and dictation. Then we move to the wide midfielders. On the left, I will go with Mason Mount. He has proven to be an important player for us, he has been consistent, he has stayed fit, and we need his energy in this kind of match. He will support the flank, help press the ball, and drop in defensively when needed, because that is exactly what a 4-4-2 demands from the wide players. And on the right wide midfielder, I will go with Shea Lacey. These are the kinds of games where academy players get the opportunity to show what they can really do, especially when we have many absentees. He is naturally a left winger, so like Ahmad has been doing and also did against Bournemouth, Lacey will do the same. He will come inside as a left footer, provide attacking threat, and still work hard to help the midfield whenever we don't have the ball. Now to the two attackers, this is where everything must come together. At the central forward position I will go with Sesko, and this game is massive for him. He simply has to step up and prove himself. Newcastle's striker has already shown everyone what he can do, so Sesko should be worried and motivated at the same time. He needs to walk into this match with the mindset that he must score, because we actually want and expect goals from him. Gone are the days when we didn't create chances, now we create plenty, we move the ball, we get into dangerous positions, so there is absolutely no excuse not to put the ball in the back of the net. And beside him, as the second striker, we are going with Matheus Cunha. Back-to-back goals, confidence flowing, and right now he is the man in form. A game like this, against Newcastle at Old Trafford, comes with huge expectations. He has to bring that same energy again, the physical strength, the ability to carry the ball forward, that intensity, because we are really going to need all of that in a match like this. Now let's talk tactics, because this is the most important part of the entire video, the real heart of everything we're trying to do. Before anything else, I always say this: no formation, no tactics, no setup will ever work if the players do not fight for every single thing on that pitch. We have to approach this game like it is a Champions League final. We have to battle for every loose ball, chase every pass, track every single man, and the moment we lose possession, our men must immediately sprint back and chase down the intruders. We cannot allow Newcastle to comfortably walk toward our 18-yard box. We must stop them right in midfield, cut them off early, and refuse to let them even smell our penalty area. Lacey and Mount have such a big role in this. When we are out of possession, they must drop in, overload the midfield, shut down every passing lane, and track back with real energy and speed, because that has been our biggest problem. They have to help Casemiro and Martinez so that midfield doesn't get overrun. At times, without the ball, it may almost look like a 4-5-1 shape, with everyone compact and Sesko staying just a bit higher, ready to explode forward on the counter-attack. And defensively, our back line has to be fully awake and prepared for a fight. Communication has to be constant. That is exactly why Shaw is so important there, to guide and teach Heaven in the moments he doesn't see things coming. There has to be awareness, concentration, and total commitment, because the goals we conceded last game came from lapses and silence at the back. We don't want a repeat of that. We want something better, something stronger, and we must go into this game ready to fight from the very first whistle. Secondly, I'm not saying we should go out and try to dominate possession against Newcastle because we are at Old Trafford, and make no mistake, this Newcastle side will punish any lost ball ruthlessly. Their midfielders are aggressive, fast, and press relentlessly, and if we give the ball away in dangerous areas, they will absolutely exploit it on the counter. Speed and aggression are key in this game, and we have to match them every step of the way. But here's the thing, we are playing with 2 strikers, and Newcastle is missing key defenders like Burn and Botman. That opens up opportunities for us. Yes, they have Scar and Malik Thiaw, but if Chelsea could punish them with João Pedro, who is not even as fast or strong as Sesko or Cunha, then we absolutely can do it too. The key is bypassing their midfield and going long, putting Cunha and Sesko in position to dominate the first balls and the second balls. We shouldn't let them force the battle in the midfield the way they want, let's take that fight to their box instead. I'm not saying we shouldn't keep possession at all, but we must be careful. This has to be direct, purposeful football, no passes for the sake of keeping the ball. If playing out from the back becomes risky, we must go long, storm their defense, create chaos, and exploit the fact that we have the players capable of winning every aerial duel and second ball. This is exactly how we break them down. Thirdly, and this is absolutely crucial, we have to take our chances because make no mistake, those opportunities will come. We have Mason Mount and Lacey on the wings, capable of delivering precise crosses and balls behind the defense. Casemiro and Martinez in midfield can also send in those long, accurate passes for Cunha and Sesko when they make their runs. But creating chances is only half the battle, now we have to finish them. This is where the game will be won or lost. We have lost so many points this season because we failed to convert our chances, and we cannot let that happen again against Newcastle. Every player on the pitch must be ready to score, but most importantly, Cunha and Sesko have to be clinical. They will get the opportunities, there is no doubt about that, but now they must capitalize on every single one. If we can put this game to bed in the first half, we must do it. Missing chances is a luxury we cannot afford, and taking them is the only way to ensure we come out with a win in this crucial fixture. Now, another key factor in this game is set pieces, we must use them to our advantage. Newcastle will try to be a threat from free kicks, corners, and throw-ins, but we have shown time and again that we can be one of the most dangerous teams from deadball situations. Every free kick, every corner, every throw-in must be treated as a genuine goal-scoring opportunity. We have the tools for it, Casemiro and Martinez, Sesko, Cunha and Heaven with their height and timing in the box to dominate aerially we can score from set pieces. Nothing can be wasted, every dead ball must carry a real threat because in a tight, physical game like this, chances from open play may be limited, and set pieces could be the difference between winning and drawing or losing. This is where games like this are often decided, and we cannot afford to leave anything on the table. And finally, our defense must be on high alert from the first whistle. We cannot afford to sleep at the back, waiting to block shots after they've already entered dangerous areas. We have to approach every intruder aggressively, stop them before they even get close to the box, and win every duel. This is especially critical for our wide players, Dalot and Dorgu. Newcastle will look to exploit crosses and balls into the box, and historically, that's where we've been punished. Dalot and Dorgu must be sharp, disciplined, and physically ready to stop those threats. But they cannot do it alone, our midfield must come to their aid. Mason Mount needs to support Dorgu, and Lacey must support Dalot when we are stretched wide, ensuring Newcastle's wingers and fullbacks do not find easy space to deliver dangerous balls. We are facing a team with a very tall striker and aggressive attacking play, and given that we don't have the tallest defenders, teamwork, anticipation, and constant communication will be absolutely vital. So that's how I see Manchester United taking on Newcastle at Old Trafford. It's going to be a battle, and every single player must be ready to fight from the first whistle to the last. We have the formation, the tactics, and the players to get the job done. Now it's all about execution, intensity, and taking our chances. If you agree with this lineup and tactics, drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your preferred formation and who you'd start. And remember, every like, subscribe, and notification bell helps support the channel and ensures you don't miss any of these in-depth match previews and analysis. Get ready, Manchester United fans, this is the game we cannot afford to lose, so let's get behind the team and show Newcastle what Old Trafford is all about.